Hello and welcome to G Fun Facts Online. What if I told you that some of the greatest archaeological discoveries of our time weren't made with a shovel and a brush, but with a satellite orbiting hundreds of miles above the Earth? It sounds like science fiction, but today we're diving into the incredible reality of satellite archaeology, a field that is revealing lost cities and forgotten empires from the ultimate vantage point: space. It all started, believe it or not, with Cold War espionage. The first eyes in the sky weren't looking for ancient history. They were spy satellites, like Corona, snapping high-resolution pictures for military intelligence in the 1960s and 70s. When these images were declassified decades later, archaeologists hit the jackpot. They got a glimpse of historical landscapes before modern cities and farms erased them, seeing the faint outlines of ancient life forever preserved in these old photographs. This laid the groundwork for a new kind of exploration. So how does it work? Archaeologists now have a high-tech toolkit that lets them see the invisible. First up is multispectral imagery. Think of it like giving a satellite superhuman vision. It captures light in wavelengths we can't see, like infrared. Ancient materials like mud brick or stone affect the soil and even the health of the plants growing above them. These subtle changes create fingerprints or crop marks that are invisible on the ground but pop out in infrared images, revealing the exact layout of buried walls and buildings. Then there's the game changer for jungle exploration: LiDAR. It stands for Light Detection and Ranging. A plane or drone fires hundreds of thousands of laser pulses at the ground per second. By measuring how they bounce back, it creates a stunningly detailed 3D map of the surface. But here's the magic trick. Specialized software can digitally remove all the trees and vegetation, basically deforesting the landscape to reveal whatever is hidden beneath the canopy. Finally, we have synthetic aperture radar, or SAR. This is a powerful tool that can see day or night through clouds and can even penetrate dry sand and soil. By sending microwave pulses to the surface, it can detect buried structures like ancient canals or walls by mapping subtle differences in soil moisture and texture. The discoveries made with this tech are rewriting history books. Take the lost city of Tanis in Egypt, made famous by raiders of the Lost Ark. Space archaeologist Dr. Sarah Parcak used infrared imagery to analyze the moist Nile Delta soil. She didn't just find a few buildings. She uncovered a complete city plan with thousands of previously unknown tombs, houses, and streets, proving the city was far larger than anyone had imagined. For centuries, the Amazon rainforest was thought to be a pristine wilderness, largely empty of complex societies. LiDAR completely shattered that myth. Scans have now uncovered vast networks of ancient cities in Ecuador and Brazil, some dating back 2,500 years. We're talking about thousands of earthen platforms, ceremonial plazas, and extensive road systems connecting over a dozen settlements. These were large urban agricultural civilizations thriving long before Europeans arrived. Declassified spy imagery has also transformed our view of the Roman Empire. Researchers recently identified 396 undocumented Roman forts in Syria and Iraq. For a century, experts thought the forts were a defensive line, but the satellite view showed they were built to protect vast east-west trade and communication routes, revealing a more interconnected and commercial frontier. And it's not just ancient sites. Satellites may have helped find a second Viking settlement in North America. At a place called Point Rosie in Newfoundland, Dr. Parcak spotted faint outlines that suggested man-made structures. A ground team later uncovered a turf wall and a hearth used for roasting bog iron, a known Norse practice. The future of this field is even more exciting. The sheer volume of satellite data is enormous, so researchers are now using artificial intelligence to do the heavy lifting. They're training algorithms to automatically scan thousands of images to identify potential sites, a job that would take a human years. And here's the best part: you can be a part of it. Citizen science platforms like Global Explorer, founded by Dr. Parcak, allow anyone to become a digital archaeologist. You can look at small satellite image tiles and help spot signs of ancient sites, or, just as importantly, evidence of looting, helping to protect our shared heritage. Of course, satellite archaeology doesn't replace traditional excavation. Discoveries made from space must always be verified on the ground. But it provides a revolutionary, non-invasive starting point. It allows us to see not just single ruins but entire ancient landscapes and the connections within them. It reveals the ingenuity of our ancestors on a scale we never could before, and is a vital tool for protecting history from modern threats. By looking down from the stars, we're getting the clearest picture yet of our shared human story. Thanks for listening to G Fun Facts Online.